Plateau the beautiful.
Let's sing Plateau, let's dance Plateau, my friend Plateau, the time is.
My name is Jembe Zita and you're watching News Track coming to you live from our Refield studio. Good afternoon. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, has described civil servants as indispensable partners in Nigeria's development, urging them to remain committed to professionalism, efficiency, and national service. Speaking during the Civil Service Week celebration at the Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation in Abuja, Idris commended the dedication of public servants and emphasized the strategic role of information management in promoting national unity and development. According to the Information Minister, the ministry occupies a unique position in government because of its responsibility to communicate policies and foster national cohesion. The minister used the occasion to recount his early experience upon assuming office and the steps taken to renovate the ministry's headquarters. According to him, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu promptly approved a proposal to rehabilitate the facility. He noted that despite bureaucratic delays and procurement challenges, the ministry remains determined to complete the renovation project. Highlighting the achievement of President Bola Tinubu's administration, Idris said the government economic reforms were beginning to yield positive results despite initial difficulties. Addressing the welfare of workers, the minister disclosed that discussions were ongoing with President Tinubu on measures to improve conditions of service for personnel in the information sector. He therefore called on civil servants to dedicate themselves to the ideals of public service and support ongoing reforms aimed at strengthening governance. The appointed Plateau State Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Ephraim Usman, has officially resumed office. This follows a handing over ceremony conducted by Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Yakubu Malo, at the boardroom of the Ministry in Jos. Our correspondent, Simon Swaikia, has details as presented in our studio.
It will be recalled that Ephraim Usman resigned from office on March 16th this year to contest for the Plateau Central Senatorial seat in the National Assembly under the All Progressives Congress. After the party primary election did not favor him, Governor Caleb Mutfwang reappointed him to return and oversee the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. While receiving the documents and handing over notes from the Permanent Secretary, Yakubu Malau, the Commissioner described his appointment by Governor Caleb Mutfwang as divine intervention by God. He pledged not to disappoint the time is now administration and promised to continue driving reforms in local government administration and traditional institutions. He also appealed for the usual cooperation of management and staff to enable him sustain the gains recorded.
And I want to assure the general public that by the grace of God, we are going to contribute our quota to the growth of the state. We are going to contribute our quota to the growth of the nation. His Excellency is visionary. He is doing well. We are left with no any other option than to give him our maximum support to succeed. If we give him our support to succeed, be rest assured that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will definitely succeed.
Speaking to journalists after the ceremony, Usman called on the people of Plateau State to continue praying for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Governor Caleb Mutfwang.
You know, this ministry is locally based. Like I always tell people, it's community based. It has to do with rural people, and by the grace of God, the experience I've gotten before I left on the 16th of March and coming back to this place, we are going to continue exactly from where we stopped and to improve on where we were lacking. In some few months to come, we are going to come back and reel out what the local government chairman has done before I left.
Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Yakubu Malau, commended Governor Caleb Mutfwang for reappointing Ephraim Usman back to the ministry. He informed the commissioner that with the support of Governor Mutfwang and local government chairman, the ministry has achieved significant progress in policy coordination and chieftaincy matters during his absence.
As the permanent secretary of the ministry, I've been overseeing the ministry, and to God be all the glory. Today, we are having our father back to us. We all know him as the staff of the ministry. We enjoyed working with him. To us, it's a round peg in a round hole. He is somebody that has touched the life of so many beyond the staff of the ministry.
The handing over ceremony was witnessed by the chairman of Kanam Local Government Council, Ayuba Musa, members of the Able God Movement Campaign Council, top management staff of the ministry, and well-wishers.
Vice-Chancellor of the University of Jos, Professor Tanko Ishaya, has reaffirmed the institution's commitment to supporting science education and developing the next generation of innovators. Professor Ishaya started this at the opening of a two-day science team competition organized by the University of Jos in collaboration with the Science Olympiad Tournament. Our correspondent reports the event has as theme, Innovate Now. The report.
The competition, organized by the University of Jos Advancement Office in collaboration with Science Olympiad Nigeria, brought together students from both junior and secondary schools across the state to include St. Augustine College Du, GSS Kufang, GSS Anglu Jos, GSS Hulshi, GSS Laranto, GSS Nyango Girl, among others. Vice-Chancellor, University of Jos, Professor Tanko Ishaya, said science and technology remains a vital tool for national development and encouraged participants to put in their best.
The Ministry of Education have been actually doing work a lot towards ensuring that the students at all levels, right from primary school, that we need to understand that it is not just the knowledge that you gain in the classroom that makes you who you are, but the skills that you learn.
Acting Executive Director, Advancement Office, University of Jos, Professor Sarah Luahas, noted that the competition is designed to test student knowledge and encourage critical thinking, creativity, and teamwork in the areas of science and technology.
Competition is taking place around Nigeria, and for the first time, the University of Jos is hosting such a competition. In over 16 participating schools we're showing ways to make history for students and secondary schools in Plateau State.
Representative of the National Director, Science Olympiad, Omotosho Abobarin, said the theme for the competition, Innovate Now, highlights the importance of training the younger generation to participate actively in nation building. Participants competed in various fields to include solar power, thermodynamics, disease detectives, anatomy and physiology, among others. There were goodwill messages from the Dean, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Professor Bameyi Poaveno, and an Assistant Director in the Ministry of Education, Nanbam Caleb, in Jos Modesty, Nianglong.
Part of measures targeted at tackling insecurity across Oyo State, the Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has approved the declaration of a 16-hour curfew in 10 local government areas of the state. According to a memo issued by the Secretary to the state government, Professor Babatunde, the curfew takes effect from Wednesday, 24th, 2026. The curfew between 4 p.m. and 8 a.m. will last for 48 hours in the first instance and affect local government areas bordering the Old Oyo National Park. The development followed a series of protests that rocked the state over the abduction of children and teachers in the Orire local government area in May. The Department of Nursing Services, Jos University Teaching Hospital, JUTH, in collaboration with the Medical Association of Nigeria Nurses and Midwives, has hosted its 19th Annual National Nurse Managers Conference. The conference aims to provide a platform for professional learning and exchange of ideas among nurse leaders and healthcare professionals. Our correspondent was at the Third Form Multipurpose Hall, JUTH, where the opening ceremony took place.
The 19th edition of the annual National Nurse Managers Conference attracted nurse managers, healthcare administrators, policymakers, and practitioners from across the country. Declaring the event open, Chief Medical Director, Jos University Teaching Hospital, Pokobu Watda, represented by Chairman Medical Advisory Committee, Njen Maina, said management will continue to support nurses who are the critical workforce of any hospital.
As an institution, we have three legs the institution is standing on: training, research, and patient care. And this is one of it. This is part of training. So we'll continue to train our nurses in order to get the best for our patients.
The program coordinator, Asufi Joyce, and the head of Department Nursing, JUTH, Umar Mary, in their separate remarks, highlighted the significance of the conference.
Our objectives are clear and ambitious. Over the course of this program, we will engage in rich discussions, share best practices, interrogate current realities, and commit ourselves to actionable outcomes that will move nursing practice forward in our country. This conference provides a valuable platform for us to reflect, share, learn, share experiences, and collectively track a sustainable path.
State Commissioner of Health, Nicholas Mamlong, expressed the state commitment in advancing the nursing profession.
Now we are collaborating with even international agencies, partners, goodwill people that want to help us train nurses even abroad.
There were goodwill messages from the project manager, Plateau State Malaria Elimination Program in Dakizito, among others, who appreciated JUTH and the Department of Nursing for providing a conducive environment for learning and professional network. The conference, with the theme Advancing Nursing Practice in Nigeria, Driving Excellence, Leadership and Sustainable Impact, will last for 4 days in Jos, Rodkan, Nanfa.
A non-governmental organization, Comfort Outreach Ministries International, has joined the global community in celebrating the resilience and contributions of widows in the face of challenges. President of the ministry, Comfort Padonu, who made the call during the 2026 International Widows' Day celebration, also called on government at all levels to implement policies that will directly improve their welfare amid the prevailing economic hardship. Our correspondent was at the Comfort Center for Widows, Orphans and the Needy, Zarmaganda Refi Road, Jos, venue of the event.
The 2026 International Widows' Day is themed Justice, Dignity and Economic Power for Widows, the African Perspective. The events brought together widows, community members and stakeholders to highlight the challenges faced by widows and advocate increased support and empowerment initiatives. Speaking at the occasion, the president of Comfort Outreach Ministries International, Pastor Comfort Padonu, stressed the need for government's intervention through policies and programs aimed at improving the living conditions of widows. According to her, the ministry has been in existence for 34 years and currently has about 1,500 registered widows across Plateau State benefiting from its activities and support programs.
Our challenges, the major challenges the ministry is facing is lack of enough funds to fully carry out the activities.
Some of the widows, including Hulda Daswar and Rifkatu Kuje, described the celebration as significant, noting that it's provided them with an opportunity to share experiences, exchange ideas, and receive encouragement.
And encouraging our lives in Christ. As we know that also now, we know that you will be praying for us.
See one another, the joy, happy, play together, that one is okay. And the word of God, the encouragement.
In a keynote address, the patron of WICOM, Major General Henry Ayola, represented by the project director of WICOM, Pastor Padonu, explained that International Widows Day also seeks to draw attention to the violence, discrimination, and poverty suffered by widows, while emphasizing the need for more research and action to address the challenges. The events feature distribution of gifts to widows, as well as prayers for peace, strength, and prosperity in Jos Nerotwang.
Jos North Local Government Council has commissioned 30 motorcycles to strengthen security operations across the area. Chairman of the council, John Christopher, said the move is part of efforts to boost mobility and rapid response by security agencies tackling crime in the locality. Our correspondent, Simon Swakia, has details as presented. Now studio.
The 30 motorcycles were presented to both conventional and non-conventional security outfits within Jos North local government area. Beneficiaries include personnel from the Nigeria Police, Civil Defense, vigilante groups, and other community security structures operating within Jos North. Presenting the motorcycles, Jos North Council Chairman Christopher John said his administration is working closely with all security agencies to safeguard lives and property of citizens.
The motorcycle being commissioned and distributed today is to enhance surveillance and intelligent gathering, and also to help in rapid response and routine security operation in our areas where vehicles may be difficult to access. Despite the fact that we are in an urban local government, there are still areas, because of densely populated and because of the way our houses are being built, there are areas that normal vehicles may not be able to access.
He explained that the motorcycles were procured specifically to improve security challenges bedeviling Jos North and to enhance patrol coverage in hard-to-reach areas. The chairman commended Governor Caleb Mutfwang for creating an enabling environment that allows his administration to function effectively.
As we all know, security remains the foundation. Between every meaningful development is built. Without peace and security, any meaningful development or achievement can be attained. Without peace, even our businesses cannot thrive.
Representatives of security agencies, traditional rulers, and union leaders in Jos North commended the Christopher John-led administration for prioritizing security. Also speaking at the event, Chairman of Mikang Local Government Council, Bernard Alkali, praised the initiative considering the rising security concerns faced by many local government areas.
Today I want to charge the beneficiaries. My prayer is one. This motorcycle I given to you to preach one gospel, and then one gospel is about security. My prayers for you is that let this gospel you're preaching does not count against you.
The highlight of the ceremony was the official handing over of motorcycle keys to representatives of the conventional and non-conventional security agencies.
Plateau State House of Assembly Nanlong Daniel has expressed deep sorrow over the passing of former Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning Chrysanthus Dawam, describing his death as a painful loss to Plateau State and a significant setback to the collective aspirations of the people. Daniel said he received the news of the demise of the former commissioner with profound shock and sadness, noting that the late Dawam was a distinguished public servant whose life was defined by dedication, competence, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to the advancement of society. The Speaker recalled how Dawam's remarkable contributions to governance and public administration, particularly during his tenure as Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning and boss of the former Federal College of Education, Panchin, where he played pivotal roles in shaping policies and frameworks that strengthen fiscal responsibility, strategic planning, and sustainable development across Plateau State. According to the Speaker, Dawam's wealth of experience, calm disposition, and commitment to service earned him the respect and admiration of colleagues, government officials, and the people he served. Daniel noted that beyond his public service, the late commissioner was a mentor, community leader, and patriot whose legacies will continue to inspire future generations. The Speaker, in a statement by his press secretary Philip Eplon, conveyed the condolences of the leadership and members of the Plateau State House of Assembly to the immediate family of the deceased, the government of Plateau State, the people of Kwampan local government area, and all those affected by the painful loss. And on the foreign scene, France has confirmed its first case of Ebola, who happens to be a doctor who had returned from a humanitarian mission in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The French Health Ministry said the doctor was immediately admitted to a specialized facility and is in a stable condition. Democratic Republic of Congo announced an Ebola outbreak last month, but experts believe the virus had been circulating for weeks previously. More than 260 people are confirmed to have died from the virus in the Central African country, while 1,000 people have been infected. This is the first Ebola case to have been confirmed in Europe, although an American doctor who tested positive in DR Congo was treated at a German hospital last month. DR Congo's neighbor, Uganda, has also confirmed Ebola cases. The World Health Organization says 20 people are known to have been infected there and 2 deaths have been confirmed. And that is it on News Track. Stay tuned for Global News at 6:30 p.m. and News Update at 10 p.m. But before then, do enjoy the rest of our programs and have a very wonderful afternoon. Thanks for watching.